Hey there, it's Sydney with Tastefully Frugal, and today's project is perfect for you if you have kids or grandkids, or if you have a shop that you share and sell your Cricut creations in. Today we are going to be making these fun little Easter bunnies. We're going to be working with a variety of different HTVs, and I want to show you which ones work best and give you some color options. There's really no wrong HTV to use on these bunnies, and they're all super cute, but there are some that I think that add a little bit more color and pizzazz to each bunny. So we'll go over the different types of HTV as well as tips for cutting them on the Cricut Joy, and also go over how to apply these and the best tips for using an Easy Press Mini to apply the HTV to these bunnies and their shirts. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at each bunny. I am going to leave links in the description of this video to all the materials that we're using as well as the colors, and there's also a discount code for 143 vinyl. That's where I got all the supplies from. You can use that to order your bunnies or any of the HTV supplies. So let's go ahead and take a look at each of the bunnies. So this first one, this pink little bunny, I made for my daughter, and the HTV on her ears is the Caesar Sparkle Rainbow HTV, and I absolutely love this color. It was included in the Pretty in Pink mystery box, and it is quickly becoming my absolute favorite HTV color to work with. Next, let's take a look at our little mint bunny. This, I also used a Caesar HTV. This is a holographic HTV in aqua, and I really like the look it gives it at different angles. It has a different sparkle. It's a really cool material to work with. Next, we have my baby's bunny, and I used the Starcraft Soft Flex HTV, and this worked great for the ears as well. I also used the Starcraft Soft Flex on all of the shirts, and it worked perfectly. I really like the Soft Flex because it applies really quickly. So since we're doing multiple layers, I can just press it for a minute or two, oh my gosh, a second or two, peel it up, and then it doesn't get overheated or wrinkled with each additional press. Let's lastly look at this cute little purple bunny. We are using the Caesar Strip Flock HTV, and it really gives it kind of an embroidered look. I love the look of the strip flock on these materials. I also used it on some of the Christmas blankets I made, and they are holding up wonderfully. So I want to show you how to set up these designs in Design Space. All of the designs that we're using are Design Space images. They're included with your Cricut Access, so you don't need any additional SVGs to make these designs. I have linked in the description of the video, though, my favorite SVG bundle for Easter, so if you are looking for other designs, there are some options there. But I'll show you in Design Space how to get everything lined up on the same mats for this color, so you're not having to swap mats out more than you need to. Give you some tips on working with the Joy, how to make it seamless in Design Space, and so you're not having to be in Design Space every mat, changing the material, and then we'll also press all the HTV and all these bunnies. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so I have all the designs, all the names, everything I need for these bunnies sized out and added to the mat already. All of these images are already in Design Space. They're not ones I uploaded, so I have linked this Design Space canvas in the description for the video if you want to make these exact same bunnies. But I want to show you, when you're working with so many different colors, how to make sure, let's say, that everything that's purple is getting cut out of the same purple in Design Space. So you'll just select your design and then go to the box next to line type, and the top 2 or 3 lines say material colors. Those are colors that are already on the canvas. So as you can see, we have only 1 light purple, we have 1 light yellow, we have 2 pinks, so we got to figure out where that other pink is, and then we have 2 greens. I want this green to be the same as the stay them and the name or the date, so I'm going to change it. And as you can see, when you change it, that second green goes away. It looks like this arrow here is our lone pink that's a different color. So I'm just going to click that and change it to the first pink, and it goes away. So now everything that's pink will print or will be set to be cut on the same mat. Everything that's green, let me show you here. When we click make it, it does take a minute because there are 10 mats. And since we're working with the Joy, make sure to select on mat. Since we're not using Smart Iron On, we're just using other HTVs. Okay, so we have our mats, and everything is sorted by color. Let's make sure that we mirror every single mat since we're working with HTV. You can see on this black one how there's everything that was black on the canvas is on the one mat. Let's go and see another one. Here's one that's yellow We've got the green, lots of different designs on the green will mirror. Same with this like teal blue has, the teal has the egg and the dates. We've got light blue. We've got purple that's got several designs on it. This darker purple is a flock HTV. That's why I have it different. So it cuts on a different mat. And last but not least, we have pink. So once you have everything mirrored, you'll click continue. Make sure that you have your Joy machine on and plugged in. You don't need to connect it to your computer. It will automatically find it. Once the Joy connects to Design Space, you'll select your material. So we'll go to Browse All Materials. And I found for the Starcraft HTV that we're working with, that the everyday iron-on setting works perfect for it. So I just selected that, and then let's head into the Joy. First things first, make sure you take off that plastic cover. And then when you're working with HTV, always do the shiny side down on the mat. You'll load your mat into the machine, and then you'll be prompted in Design Space to start the cut. That Joy is a little bit different than other Cricut machines where you push a button on the machine to start cutting. All of that's done in Design Space. Now, here's a tip. When you are working, when you're doing multiple cuts like we're doing here, and they're all the same material, once your cut gets done and you unload it, you'll be prompted in Design Space to select the material again, unless you select to remember these settings, and then you can just unload your mat and load the next mat in, and you're good to go. But be aware of what mat comes next, because if you're using different materials like we are here, like right now I'm cutting another Starcraft HTV, so it doesn't make a difference. But if you're using like a glitter HTV or that flocked HTV, you're going to want to go back into Design Space and change the settings. For the glitter, I just use glitter iron-on, and for the flock, strip flock HTV, I use glitter iron-on on a more setting. So instead of default, I do more, and they both cut perfectly. But you'll just want to go through. Another tip, I like to line up the colors of my iron-on in order that they are on the mat. So mat 1 was black, mat 2 was the rainbow, mat 3 was pink. So that way I don't make a mistake and end up cutting out the wrong design on the wrong color. But once everything is cut out, then you are going to weed your designs. I absolutely love the pin weeding tool, the pin pen. I've linked it in the description of this video. It makes weeding so much easier. I've also linked this fun little vinyl ring holder. You just put your scraps in there. The bigger scraps I just set aside, but like the insides of letters, I just put right into the center of that ring, and it makes it so I don't have to find vinyl or HTV scraps all over myself or the table later on. So you'll just weed all of your designs. I like to keep them, as you saw when we did the preview screens, I like to keep all the designs on the same piece when I'm weeding. And then when I'm done weeding, I will cut them into their separate sections. Another reason I like working with the Starcraft HTV is these are really small designs, as you can tell as I'm weeding these. And did you see how perfectly it cut away? It is just such a high quality HTV product. I absolutely love it. Once everything is weeded, then you're going to want to preheat your Easy Press to the second line, and then preheat your material. I only do it for about 2 to 3 seconds, and then line up your designs on your ears. So I decided to do the names and dates on both ears, and then the designs on the shirts. You only need to do the Easy Press on the ears for about 10 or 15 seconds. And then I do like to let them cool for about 10 or 15 seconds, or however long it takes to heat the next section of design. But the Easy Press Mini is perfect for customizing stuffed animals. If you do the birth announcement stuffed elephants, it's really good too. Or the seasonal stuffed animals, I recommend using the Easy Press Mini for stuffed animals. It's just really the best heat source for these stuffed animals. Also, take the shirts off the bunnies when you are pressing them on. I tried to press the designs on the shirts when they were on the bunnies, and it was really hard just because it's a curved surface to get the HTV to stick properly. So take your shirts off your bunnies, preheat your shirts, and then line up your designs on the shirts. All of these are multicolor designs. I get asked a lot, do you need a Teflon sheet when you're pressing HTV? And you don't. all you really need to use is just that same backer. So as you can see here, I took the backer off the black color and then I put the purple HTV down and then just put that black backer back on the whole design, and it protected the design perfectly. So you press all of your colors in and then just put your shirt back on your bunny, and it is all set. To do all 5 of these bunnies, the press time was less than 10 minutes, and I think the hardest part was getting the shirts back on the bunnies. So this is definitely a very quick and easy project that is perfect for beginners. Like I said, also if you have your kids help you, this is a really fun project for them too. Just be careful and protect their hands from getting burnt. And there you have fun, customizable Easter bunnies for boys and girls.
As you can tell with the tutorial, this is a very quick and easy project. It's perfect for beginners. If your kids want to help, it's definitely a project they can help with too. You might want to just have them help with the weeding process. Be very careful if you're having them help you with the Easy Press mini, because it does get very hot, but this is a project that my kids have helped me with in the past with the minis, doing these cute little shirts for dolls, and they absolutely love it. So I've linked in the description for this video all the materials we used. I have all the colors that we used. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I would love to have you subscribe to Tastefully Frugal for more Cricut tips, tricks, and tutorials. Have a great day.